We've got the bed of our 2024 Raptor project pretty well set up. We installed the BuiltRight Industries Bulkhead accessory rail. We've got a tack plate on the right-hand side with a tie-down strap. We used some Mountech universal traction board mounts to secure our MaxTrax traction boards here. Hey guys, Matt here. We're back at the bed of our 2024 Raptor project. Today I'm going to install the BuiltRight Industries Bulkhead accessory rail. We call it the bar for short. On that bulkhead accessory rail, which is going to attach to the two front tie-down points here, I'm going to mount a set of 4 MaxTrax traction boards using the Mountech traction board mounts. And then on the right-hand side, I'm going to have some extra space. I'm going to mount a tack plate with a toe strap or a cover strap, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get the bar set up on the tailgate, and then we'll just get it bolted in. All right, so we're back here at the tailgate. If you already have a bar, this is very straightforward. You can do this up on the bulkhead because it's easier to stand at the tailgate. I'm going to do this. So when you order the bar, you're going to get a bracket. One is driver's side, one's passenger side. You're going to get a piece of extrusion here that's just exactly the right length. You're going to get a hardware kit. I'm going to use a set of the Mountech traction board mounts. These are universal, but doing the hardware that comes with these mounts and the bar, we've got everything we need. And then finally, I'm going to attach a medium-sized tech plate here with some super clamp riser mounts for a recovery strap. So I'm going to grab one of these traction boards, get these mounts set up here exactly where I want them, bolt the tech plate on, and then we'll mount it all up. So I've got my mounts on here loose. This is the beauty of the extrusion and these slotted mounts. I can really move this around a lot. I know it's going to be something like this. I've got my bracket here. It's going to sit about like that. And then the traction board sits over here. So I do want to kind of snug it up, but I want to leave it a little bit of space, maybe something like that. Plenty of time later to do some fine adjustment here, but I think we're actually going to nail it here first try. Now that I got this one locked down, I'm going to move this other one into place using the board to get the distance just right. And then I'm going to carefully lift the board off and lock it down. Okay, so we've got our universal traction board mounts here in place. The next thing we're going to do is place a tech plate, one of our universal MOLLE panels here. I'm going to line it up right nice and centered here on the slots. You can see we're a little tight for space. So what I'm going to do is grab my passenger side bracket and set it in there. We are going to be just fine. It's going to be a little bit snug. What I could do if I wanted some extra space is I could flip this around. But I like that this matches the shape of the traction board. So one thing I'm just going to do is I'm going to throw the traction board on here to sort of demonstrate that we've got clearance. The board overhangs the panel here just a touch, but because of the offset of the mount, we're going to be just fine. So this is going to be a nice tidy package.
That's what she said. Or he said.
So I'm going to go ahead and bolt this tech plate down, and we'll go ahead and install the bar. All right, because we've got the this beautiful OEM spray in bed liner sprayed over the tie downs here, I'm going to crack these 2 screws loose with my T30 Torx. It's going to loosen the bracket. I'm going to score around the bed liner with a nice sharp knife so that I don't peel the liner off the truck, and get both of these tie downs removed so we can install our bar. Tell you, the nice thing about an aluminum bed is that I don't have to worry about creating a rust issue as I just lay into the bed with my knife. Trying to get this bed liner out of here.
Here we are.
All right, one down. So I'm using a little pliers to pull the bed liner out of these screws. That's not too bad. Now I get the screws out. All right, so we are actually not going to be reusing these front tie downs. So I'm going to put these in a safe spot so that I can have them in the future. but the BuiltRight Industries bar brackets integrate a tie-down loop. All right, so I've got our passenger side bracket here. I've removed the tie-down. We're basically doing this. The first thing I'm going to do is throw some anti-seize on these bolts. And then you're also going to notice in the bracket here there's a hole. That is clearance for my 1/4 inch extension with a T30 on there so that I can reach that back bolt without kind of a crazy angle. Now these mounting features are slotted, but it's really designed to be right in the center. It's just to give you some extra space in case your bed liner is really thick. So I'm going to kind of bias ours a little bit towards the bracket, towards the rear of the truck, but it's not super critical. All right, so now we've got the brackets installed. I've got the bar about where I need it. I'm going to throw this T-slot nuts into the extrusion on each end and then maneuver this into place. So as usual, I'm going to get all the hardware started loosely before we tighten everything down. Okay, so now that we have the bar set up, I'm going to go ahead and throw my MaxTrax traction boards on. I'm going to throw all 4 of these on here to kind of test our mounts and everything, but of course, a lot of people just use 2R mounts. The MountTech Universal mounts will accommodate both. And then I've got a tie-down strap I'm just going to put on the passenger side for now, and we'll be all done. Trax boards, 2 at a time. Get them snug and then go like another 3 rotations or so. The boards will flex and keep everything from spinning loose. Throw my shovel back in here. If you guys haven't already watched our bedside rack video, we'll throw a link for that in the description. I'm using this lock mount to keep my shovel secure here. I'm using a tonneau cover also for now. If I wasn't, I might actually put this lock mount on the forward panel and grab the traction boards in addition to the shovel. But for now, this is perfect. So with that, we've got the bed of our 2024 Raptor project pretty well set up. We installed the BuiltRight Industries Bulkhead accessory rail. We used some MountTech universal traction board mounts to secure our MaxTrax traction boards here. We've got a tech plate on the right-hand side with a recovery strap or a tie-down strap. If you guys like this kind of content, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. The next time you see us dig into the bed of this truck, we're going to be testing out some new products and prototypes. Stay tuned. We'll see you next Monday.